Hello students, let us learn general science from the book Science Square for class 5. Let us learn chapter 2, Adaptations by Plants. In this chapter, we shall discuss about different adaptations of plant for light, water, oxygen, food, protection and seed dispersal. Let us begin the chapter. You know that plants are found all over the world. They are found in water, land and sea. Also, we can find them in cold regions as well as in dry, hot regions. Plants develop suitable characters to survive in these surroundings or environment. These characters are called as adaptations. Let us see what are the adaptations of plant for light. Generally, trees grow straight and tall in a forest. This is because there is a competition among them to reach higher in order to get sunlight. We can say that growing tall is an adaptation to obtain the light. On the other hand, we can see small plants such as creepers and climbers have well developed long tendrils. This is because they can twine around a support to climb upwards on the trunk of the trees to reach the sunlight. Let us learn the adaptation of plant for water. In desert, it is hot during the day and cold at night. Also, there is less availability of water. Therefore, we cannot find any trees in the desert. So, the first adaptation will be the roots. How plants obtain water. The roots of the desert plants go deep to get underground water. Since the plant loses water through pores of the leaves, the desert plants do not have leaves or get modified. They store water in their spongy stem, which has a thick covering, and leaves which are modified into spines on it. Spines keep animals away from them. The stem is green, containing chlorophyll. Hence, stems helps in preparing the food for the plant. Let us learn the adaptation of the plant for oxygen. Mangrove trees grow in swampy areas in which the soil does not contain air. Due to this, their roots come out of water above the ground to get the air. This can be seen in rhizophora. The air can be obtained through the pores present in the roots as shown in the figure. In the leaves of floating plants, the upper surface bear stomata which remains open to exchange gases. Let us learn plant adaptations for for food. Parasitic plants cannot make their own food, and hence they develop circles to draw food from the host plant. Similarly, plants like Venus flytrap and pitcher plant develop certain parts to trap insects. They eat these insects for nitrogenous food. Let us learn the plant adaptation for protection. Trees can repair themselves by growing a hard protective covering over the damaged soft tissue. Some plants, like oranges, bear thorns on them so that animals cannot eat them. Some plants, like upas tree, are poisonous so that animals do not eat their fruits or bark. Upas tree are also called as legend trees. Let us learn about seed dispersal. A plant produces many seeds. If they all germinate nearby mother plant, they shall get very little water, minerals, space and sunlight due to competition. Therefore, the plants are adapted to the mechanism of spreading of seeds to distant places. The process of scattering or spreading of seeds to distant places is known as seed dispersal. Seed dispersal takes place through different agents such as wind, water and animals. Let us see how seed dispersal takes place through wind. Generally, small, dry and lightweight seeds are carried away by wind. Seeds of dandelion, milkweed and cotton have tiny hairs like a parachute which help them to fly. Seeds of drumstick have papery wings. Some plants like balsam and pea, the capsules, that is the pods, burst suddenly on dry condition and scatter the seeds to a considerable distance. The core, which act as the seeds of pine, gets dried and opens to liberate its winged seeds. Let us see how seed dispersal takes place with the help of water. The seeds of plants growing near water or in water are carried away by water. The seeds of lotus, coconut floats in the water and are carried to far away places for germination. They germinate on favorable conditions. Let us see how seed dispersal takes place through animals. Some plants such as tiger nail and xanthium possess curved hooks or spikes, seeds and fruits. When a grazing animal passes through these plants, the seeds and the fruits which are hooked get attached to the fur or hair of the animal, are carried away to long distances. Most of the seed dispersal by animals will have tasty, fleshy, juicy fruits to attract them. The fleshy fruits such as mango and oranges are eaten, but the seeds are thrown away to different places. There are some sweets which are swallowed up while eating, such as tomato or guava. These seeds are digested and passes out through phases. Let us see how seed dispersal takes place through spores. As studied earlier, non-flowering plants like fungi do not produce seeds. However, they produce spores. Some plants like puffball fungus can produce millions of spores which can be easily taken away by wind or water. During favorable condition, they grow into plants and reproduce again by producing spores. Let us recap the chapter. Plants develop certain characters to live in a specific environment. These characters are called adaptations. Plants undergo adaptations for light, water, air, food, or protection. Dispersal of seeds avoids overcrowding of plants and competition for light, food, and water. Seeds are dispersed by agents such as water, wind, animals, etc. In some plants, bursting of pods and dispersal of spores also takes place. This ends our chapter 2.